Griswold, where do you think you're going to put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. You've got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold.
I wasn't talking to you.
Jingle bell rock, jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing a bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun.
All right.
Jingle bell, jingle bell,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody. 2022.
And Happy New Year, because
Might as well go ahead and, because it's, as we record this, is this the earliest
or the latest.
or the latest we've ever recorded a podcast?
I want to say yes on both accounts.
I guess it depends on your perspective, but as I record this right now, it is 3:55 a.m., December the 28th.
Wow.
We had a party December the 26th, and December the 27th did not happen, as far as my calendar is concerned.
It happened for a little while for me, but not much.
It was December 27th made a brief appearance for me, or I made a brief appearance for it.
I made a brief appearance. I was up during some of December 27th, but
the day that time forgot.
I really wasn't that active. Which I'd started watching the new episodes of Doom Patrol, and it's pretty good.
One thing I was going to get to here in a minute, I guess the only announcement I wanted to make, because I'm going to get this out before New Year's, is we got a big New Year's show in Bessemer, Alabama at the Mill. Are you going to that? Are you going to be able to make it?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Good. I love the Mill, man, and they love us. When we got done with our set, you never know, especially with a band like us. We get done, and there was people came up. One guy in particular, he was like, "Man, finally somebody come up in here playing some metal."
Well, you remember
and
the
I
guy,
said, "Man, finally somebody wants to hear it."
You remember the guy that come bought our merch before we even started?
Like all of it?
Yeah, he bought one of everything. And he's like, "Man, if y'all were anything as good as what your merch looks like, man, it's going to be awesome."
Branding is a big thing. That did a lot for this podcast when we really stepped up our game visually. People take you more seriously, and we do have some really good merch right now.
Yeah.
It's selling well. I mean, we went to that one place and sold shirts, and they don't even know who we were.
We wasn't even playing.
No. Well, at that I'm wearing the T-shirt.
Devastation Fest, yeah.
But yeah, we do have some good T-shirts and stuff right now, and they are selling well. Matter of fact, y'all had to go reorder the big plus sizes.
Yeah, me and Sean,
which guarantees we'll sell more this New Year's.
Oh God, yeah.
So if you're listening to this and you want a Killjoy shirt,
and you're above the large size, we do have you covered now.
I tell you what, I will give you a Real Pop Culture exclusive. If you're really inside the continental U.S., sorry for our European friends, I can't do free shipping for you. If you order a Killjoy shirt and mention the podcast, I will give you free shipping. At least for now.
Oh, wow.
I mean, shipping's high right now.
Yeah.
I'm eating like probably $10 at least.
If you wanted anything other than snail mail, yeah.
I'm going to say through, because somebody listens to this 5 years from now.
We'll say through January.
We'll
say between the next podcast.
January, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll do another podcast. This is the only one in December, I think. When did episode 190 air? It aired November the 27th. No, yeah, published
right
November
after
27th.
Thanksgiving.
And this is right after Christmas.
Maybe we'll do another one right after New Year's.
And I tell you what, it's really cold in the Southeast right now.
Man, everybody's got blizzards going on.
We had snow, and For those of you listening that aren't from this area, you're probably like, "Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea." That's true, but we're just not equipped to deal with this kind of temperature. Because I mean, in the summers, our heat index gets up to 120 degrees.
Yeah,
We're not used to cold.
That's in the shade.
Cold don't happen here. Matter of fact, I only remember one time it being in the below zero when I was a kid. I think it has since then, but we were in the single digits of temperature.
Well, we've had 3 major ice storms in the last 22 years that I can remember.
Yeah, major is in, again, if you live up north, that would have been just like a Sunday.
But no, I mean,
it shut down everything.
For 2 weeks. No power, no water, no
Yeah, the other day, I was getting ready to go to bed, and the power went out. And I was like, okay. Everything I have at the moment is electric heat. And it's 20 degrees outside. I was like, how long do I have before it starts getting really uncomfortable in here? Like, how well is my house insulated? And then I get on Facebook, and if I'd have saw this before the power went out, I would have thought it was fake. But they are issuing blackouts, roaming blackouts throughout the area to compensate for the massive surge of energy it's taking to keep everything warm down here. It's a real thing.
Chickasaw County, 3 nights in a row they did power outages, which we got gas heat, so I wasn't worried about that.
Well, one year it came a bad snowstorm and there was a lot of power line breakages, and I was prepared. I hung blankets in my living room to separate it from the rest of the house. And I had my firewood situation on point. I had a lot of cut split firewood. I built up a big fire in the fireplace. I was on point with my back stock of like food and stuff. I had plenty of meat in the deep freeze. I got a charcoal and a gas grill, so I was able to prepare and cook food.
And you had plenty of beer.
Where everybody slept in the living room. I had beer. I had whiskey. This time, I was like, uh-oh. What would I actually do right now if the power didn't come back on? But it came back on within 30 minutes, and they said don't even call your power company unless it's out for 45 minutes or more. But I was kind of like, okay, my preparedness, it kind of put me in check.
Well, I think he was like a lot of people. We seen where the temperature said it was going to get to 6 degrees, negative 13 wind chill, and we was like, it don't get that cold in Mississippi. It's not going to get near that cold. And, oh, yes, it did.
Yeah. But we're nice and cozy right now inside the podcast studio out at the Killj Ranch. And let's start talking about stuff, man, other than the weather. I covered the New Year's gig. I want to talk to you about Christmas movies. We talk a lot about Halloween movies because we're such big horror fans.
Well, that was something I was going to bring up, but I hadn't looked at your notes.
I just jotted down 3 movies that I always watch every Christmas. There's obviously, I talk about all the time the movies I watch during the month of October, and some of them I always want to watch new ones, but then also, there's some that just reoccur that I never miss. Now it's to the point I think it would almost be bad luck or a jinx or something if I missed these movies, but the main ones that come to mind that I repeat every year is Christmas Vacation,
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Elf, and Scrooged.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, that is my Christmas movie every year.
So that's when you always
it, and I haven't watched it this year.
Well, you kind of did. We had it going.
No, we had Vegas Vacation going.
But then after that, they played. Well, we had movies going in here and in the house, but I know it was played at least once in the house.
Oh, because I couldn't find it. I looked at all of our streaming services and couldn't find
There's one free service that plays it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Freevee or Tubi or some of those.
But I've got it on DVD at the house.
If you've got a Fire Stick, you can hit the little microphone and just say Christmas Vacation, and it'll find it for you.
I don't have
one. Well, most of the even though I think the Roku boxes do that, but I don't have one of those.
Which that's something I really want to get since I've got decent internet now.
And we had that debate already, but it's worth mentioning on the podcast. I had an epiphany about Christmas Vacation.
Well, you had your thought on vacations in general.
They stayed home. They didn't go anywhere. That's the opposite of a vacation, like spring break, fall break.
Well, spring break is
I would call that
Christmas.
I've been on Christmas break because I haven't been at work. A vacation is when you pack up some shit and go somewhere. to me.
See, and I disagree. A vacation is any time where I don't have to get up and go to work.
To me,
Other than the weekend.
By definition, I would say that's a break because you're taking a break from work. But if you go somewhere, and I mean, and our English friends would call it a holiday, you're going on vacation. You're throwing some aloe vera, some suntan lotion, a funny hat, some glasses, a Hawaiian shirt.
For Christmas vacation?
Oh,
Where
you're
are
going.
you going?
I've never gone on vacation during Christmas. I don't think. But I don't know. I think it's becoming more. They called it vacation back then, but now I think if they made it today, it would be called Christmas break.
Well, I remember when I was growing up, anytime we was out of school, it was vacation. It was summer vacation.
Then what do you call it when you go to the beach?
I'd just go into the beach. Because I can load up now anytime I want to and just go to the beach.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Take me with you.
Well, I would, but you wouldn't come with me.
Okay, I'll bet you I will.
But no, I mean, I have the opportunity now to where if I want to go Friday after work.
Well, you're just saying you're grown now.
Yeah. I'll just go to the beach.
We're all grown up.
But vacation to me is anytime I'm off work.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of the power outage, I had notes, and I didn't save them. So I had to start over. But I'm pretty sure I got everything that was on my original notes. I had trouble finding this one article, and I wanted to talk about it because so much has changed in the DC universe right now as far as what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. And this article from Yahoo News is literally called Who's In and Who's Out of DC's Movie Universe So Far.
You know, I think that was the one I was reading off to you all ago.
Surprisingly, Henry Cavill as Superman is out.
But I wonder, this is no spoiler, but how are they going to do Black Adam 2?
It's not a spoiler because that is the worst kept secret cameo
It
of
really
anything
was.
in the world.
I knew about
think.
it before I even watched
Oh,
the movie.
yeah, way before, which I'm going to jump around a little bit because, like conspiracy theories, everything's connected. But I watched Black Adam, and I liked it. But there was a weird information stream going on about that movie because it was, at first, the reports were that it was a flop. Then the next thing you know, it's like, no, it wasn't. It was a great success critically and financially.
You know, there was a
and then now they're trying
all
to,
about that.
Yeah, it's almost like each side is trying to say, you know, it sucked or it was great, and nobody can agree. But I watched it and I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was good.
But you know, Dwayne Johnson really pushed heavily for Henry Cavill to do a cameo, and once he did, wasn't it Cavill himself announced, "I'm back, I'm Superman again,"
No.
or like I'm gonna be back?
He said
And then now it's the report is that he's not.
He said that there was no report of him not being the next Superman. And then all of a sudden, James Gunn and them come out and said, "Oh yeah, Henry Cavill's no longer our next Superman." Blah 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 blah.
And a lot of people speculated that that's why he's out as the Witcher because he was getting ready to go be Superman again.
That's what I read in the article, that he didn't sign back up for The Witcher because of that, and now it's too late for him to be episode or season 5.
Which we get one more season
Yeah.
of him as the Witcher, and then the one after that he's not going to be another one that just came out. It's a prequel. So
Yes.
And did you say you started it?
No, I have not started
I
it
haven't
yet.
either. I think Clint said he
Clinton
started.
had started it. We talked about it on D&D the other day.
Which I will have to do. Don't let me forget to talk about our cool little Christmas campaign we did. Our little one shot. But we live in a world where speculation and fact kind of melt together as far as like where we're not just reading this stuff from
Reputable
just randos like
sources.
me and you, like
Yeah.
reputable sources don't agree sometimes. And you get in this, like even this thing on Twitter, which I'll get to in a minute, where there's speculation and then like the person will come out and give you a different thought or something. It's, I don't know. I know that we're living in a time where superhero movies are still the shit. So we need Superman.
They're still top
We need a Superman. because Superman is the superhero that started it all. Some would argue, most would argue, and we don't need to be in a world where superhero movies are the top thing, and we don't have a Superman.
Yeah. But and Henry Cavill has been what, our 4th or 5th Superman?
Something like that. It depends on what you count, the shows, the movies. I mean,
Well, I'm not even counting
cinematically,
the shows. If you just count the movies, well, I guess if you count the movies,
you got Reeves,
you got Reeves,
Ralph,
you got Rolf,
Brandon Routh.
and then Henry Cavill,
Is that it?
and then Ralph came back for one.
That wasn't a movie, though.
Was that not a movie?
We're talking about cinematically, because there's been a lot of Superman on the small screen. No, he came back from one of those crises, which he did a great job as the what Superman version was that? The Crisis Superman?
Yeah, but I can't remember which
It's
one.
basically
it
from the
was.
comic books.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson as Batman is still in. Of course, we know
good.
they're working on a
Batman 2.
but it's not going to be out till 2025.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Why does it take them so long to make Batman movies? Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman probably out, but it's complicated. That's what it says here.
And they said Wonder Woman 3 has been canceled, but not indefinitely yet, because the woman that was doing it quit because she got into it with the execs. So, yeah, they're Patty Jenkins. She just quit.
Patty Jenkins, who now hopes to continue her work on Rogue Squadron for Lucasfilm, her current script for what would have been her last Wonder Woman movie. This likely means that Gal Gadot won't return, but we don't know for sure. James Gunn recently corrected fans on social media about the actress's future, pushing back against the claims that she had been booted.
Yeah, she hasn't been fired, but the lady who done it, oh, is that serious?
Well, it's serious for the Flash movie. Ezra
Okay.
Miller as Flash for now, but DC has made it clear that after this Flash movie, they're no longer working with
Hey, I'm still
Ezra Miller.
number one contender that Grant Gustin, CW Flash should have been and will always be the Flash. He is Barry Allen to me.
And you've got the perfect movie to do that in, and maybe they will. And they're just doing a good job at keeping it a secret.
I don't think so.
But you're in the multiverse world where any version of any Flash could show up.
Well, I think they're trying to turn this over now to where this is a multiverse, so they can, whoever they pick to play him, it won't mess with timeline.
Right. I'm really surprised they're releasing this movie. Like, I get it. They got to get a return on the money they've put into this. I mean, they've put in a ton of money. There's scenes from Ben Affleck they don't even know it's going to be in it or not that were shot. The scenes with Michael Keaton. It's rumored that there was a Henry Cavill cameo that was filmed for this and jumping ahead the next Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
But no word on if that's true or if they're going to... I imagine there was a lot of reshoots and a lot of rewrites and a lot of money dumped into this movie. So they had to release something to get their money back. But, I mean, you shouldn't let one individual ruin an entire huge project like this. But I've seen them cancel movies for less problems.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Batgirl?
Yeah. That recently. Ray Fisher as Cyborg probably out.
From what I understand, after the after the Justice League, where he said it was such a toxic work environment, he has quit everything. And
Jason
I don't know
Momoa
if it was,
as Aquaman in for now. You got to think about what works and what don't, and we can argue about Affleck and Cavill and all that, but one thing you can't deny is that Aquaman and Jason Momoa as Aquaman is working. It's working critically. It's working financially. And the same could be said for Gal Gadot. That's why it really surprises me. Those Wonder Woman movies are good.
Yeah.
Everybody loves her. Like, she was born to play that role. Jason Momoa made Aquaman cool again.
Yeah,
Those movies are
and he
good. They're
wasn't-
making tons of money.
He was the exact opposite of the comic book and the cartoon Aquaman.
So much so that the comics, from what I understand, I'm no expert on Aquaman comics, are geared more towards this model now.
I think the
than
new
the blonde-headed,
52s are, yeah.
orange shirt, green pants.
Yeah.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Black Adam is out for now. Again, really surprising.
Well, they were saying
He claims that movie made money. I haven't heard a lot of people throwing shade at it.
one of the execs I read about earlier said it made financially is one of the best movies
Well, let's
that
just
they have done.
let's just consult our expert.
The old G-Box.
Her name is Google. How do I type this?
How much did Black Adam make?
I also want to know the budget.
And
'cause
not
that's a
Macy
big.
or Muchy.
It has grossed $390 million. That is not a flop.
I don't know how much they put in for it.
Is Black Adam DC box office a flop? The Rock says no. The cost of the movie was $195 million. Okay, there's your problem. It costed $200 million. But no, that's a profit of $390 million. What's wrong with that?
No, it's expected to make $390 million against production.
But
And-
that's profit. So you don't have to factor in the cost of filming in that 390.
But yeah, that's not what it's made. That's just what it's expected to make.
I don't know.
But yeah, I read somewhere that there wouldn't be a Black Adam 2 because it didn't earn enough money. But then again, like I said, I read something right after that said it was such a financial successful movie.
I don't know. I mean, if you don't think $390 million is a lot of money, then I'll be happy to take it off your hands
Oh,
if you want
yeah.
to just give it to me.
No kidding.
I'm going to go up to DC and be like, hey, can I have $390 million? No. I'm like, wow, that's not a lot of money, right? How about $380 million? Oh, yeah. Zachary Levi as Billy Batson Shazam is in. There was a separate article talking about the speculation that they weren't going to, after this next one, do another Shazam with him. And he tweeted, no, don't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, it's also the kid that played him and
Yeah,
Zachary
Asher
Levi.
Angel / Zachary Levi
Yeah.
as Billy Batson / Shazam still in. That's a good call, especially. I mean, you don't want to say he's out right before you release a movie, and we're gonna get into that in a minute. Don't worry. When
yeah, that movie.
all the 23 stuff we're gonna talk about in the second half of the show.
most of it, yeah.
How do you say her last name? Calais.
Calais.
Sasha
I guess.
Calais as Supergirl in for now.
Now I don't know who that is. That must be the new Supergirl.
They've been working on this movie for a long time, and it's kind of weird because it was going to kind of, from what I understood, tie in with Cavill's Superman. I mean, her suit even kind of looks
Let me
that
look her
same
up
style of Kryptonian.
I don't know who she is. So
Okay, according to this, she's set to make her debut as Kara Zor-El. We don't know her future role beyond that movie. So the movie is happening.
she's getting her debut in the Flash movie.
Oh, so they're going to cameo her in that? There's going to be a lot of cameos in that movie. Maybe enough to distract us from all the Ezra Miller stuff.
She's she's hot.
me see
She's
a
not a
picture.
blonde, but you know they can do anything like that.
yeah. I've seen her.
You
When
must
they-
have
in-
watched her on Young and the Restless when you was watching it.
No, in the Supergirl stuff. Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, obviously that is working on a definitely on a financial level and critically. And the announcement that Lady Gaga is going to be Harley Quinn,
I can't wait for that.
yeah. But you're going to have to wait for that because I think that movie's still a long way.
2024 or 2025.
This surprises me. I'm not even going to attempt to say this name.
Zolo Mari Duna.
Mari Duena.
Duena. Yeah, there you go.
I think about El Nino, the band, not the storm.
Yeah.
It's got that little mark above the N. That person as Blue Beetle is still in. There's a Blue Beetle movie happening.
You know, I'm
fine with me.
excited because
I'm just surprised.
Well, I'm surprised it's waited this long, but you know, on the Teen Titans, Blue Beetle was one of the big ones in it.
And the young, what do they call it? Oh yeah, that is it.
Yeah,
Teen
the
Titans.
Teen Titans.
Yeah,
So that's going to be very interesting.
I think I was trying to say Young Justice. That's a thing too.
Yeah, but that's something else.
Leslie Grace's Batgirl still out. Well, yeah, we knew this. R.I.P. Batgirl movie. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn and other Suicide Squad endeavors probably in. Yeah,
That's
you'd be stupid.
Survivors.
What did I say?
You said endeavors.
Yeah, you'd be absolutely crazy to replace her as Harley Quinn right now.
Well, she's actually spoke up and said that she would like to see other actresses play Harley Quinn and not just her.
Lady Gaga.
Well, that's a different universe. That's a multiverse.
So
thing.
she's well. There was a storyline in the comics where, and I think it was an alternate universe or one of those the DC Black label that they did away with, which was alternate universe stuff where like the Joker was a good guy and the Batman was a bad guy and all kinds of crazy stuff. But they basically postulated the idea that the original Harley Quinn that wore a full bodysuit and had the big hammer.
Yeah.
And then you got this new one with the ponytails.
It's
and
a different universe.
that was actually
Harley.
no, that was actually a different girl altogether, a different person.
Yeah.
Like that Harley Quinn got replaced with this modern day Harley Quinn. Like it wasn't just a repackaging of the same person, it was a different person altogether. That, who knows? Ben Affleck as Batman out. Ben Affleck as Ben Affleck in. Man, we were just talking about this.
And you know
what's crazy?
Me
Ben
how-
Affleck has been Batman for like 10 years, but he's only really been in 2 movies. Unless you count that 5 minutes he was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
What am I missing? He was in Batman v Superman.
And then he was in
Both Justice
both
Leagues.
Justice Leagues.
Which was the same,
The Snyder Cut and the...
Yeah. It's weird that he's been Batman for so long, but we've only seen him in full 2 movies.
Well, you think about it.
And a cameo.
He's
He's
played,
been in and out and in and out.
He's played
since-
Batman more than anybody else has played Batman, really. Movie-wise.
Christopher Nolan. I mean,
Christian Bale
Christian Bale.
he was in 3. And he was Batman for like 10
Michael
years.
Keaton not only did 2.
Yep. George Clooney did 1.
So Christian Bale holds the title
For 3.
for 3 full movies.
3 full movies.
And 3 full Batman movies, not sharing it with Superman and the rest of the Justice League and all that. Like, but Affleck, I think this whole thing would have been different if they started out with a Batman standalone movie with Ben Affleck, then did Batman v Superman. I think that there's an alternate universe where this worked out better because they did it the right way. That's one thing Marvel does right. They get their characters that well established.
Before they start.
Then they bring them together.
Yeah.
Oh, and the reason this is Ben Affleck in is because they're saying now that he's going to be behind the scenes helping out on the future stuff. So I thought that was an interesting. Go look for that. It was a Yahoo article. It's the title of it is. Let me go back up. Who's in and who's out of DC's movie universe so far? Question mark.
It's funny going with the Margot Robbie thing and different actresses playing her. There's 2 people that's like really high on the list in fan votes. and that's Melissa Raunch from Big Bang Theory, and Kaylee Cuoco.
Kaylee Cuoco does Harley Quinn in the TV show.
Both of them have did the voice.
Which I need to. There's a new season out I haven't seen. I like that show. It's weird and it's a whole alternate universe type thing.
You talking about Harley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch
On
it
HBO Max.
I watch it all the time.
See, that's season 3 that just came out.
3.
Okay. It's hilarious. All right, so before we move on to the next thing, do we need to take a break? No?
Well, I mean, my beverage is empty.
Let's just take a real quick one.
All right, folks. See you New Year's.
See you in 2023.
Clean, cool chill of the holiday air. And an asshole in his bathrobe emptying a chemical toilet into my sewer.
Shitter was full!
Ah, yeah. You checked our shitters, honey?
Clark, please. He doesn't know any better.
You ought to know it's illegal. It's a storm sewer. If it fills with gas, I pity the person who lights a match within 10 yards of it.
I'm so proud of us. That was literally like a 5-minute
A
break.
5-minute break.
If that. Is this the new us? New year?
Well, it ain't New Year yet.
Close enough. By the time they hear this, it'll be.
I mean, we still like 3 days to New Year's Eve.
I don't know. I may try to edit this tonight. I'll at least start on it. Which I did a lot of good pre-production.
Yeah. I had to say that you were on the ball when you come out here.
You know, I went through a phase where I hated New Year's resolutions, and I still don't use that term.
I don't make them because that's just something else I'm going to break.
Well, it is a good time of year to start something because, especially, and don't worry, I won't talk about health or anything, but you've got past all the hustle and the bustle and the craziness of the holidays.
Yeah.
So it's a good time for a fresh start. Not just because it's a new year, but you got a long stretch of it's back to normal for the most part.
Basically, yeah, because the next
You're
holiday
back in your
we
routine.
have
You're back to
is
work,
Valentine's Day,
which
and
I mean nobody really.
then Easter. So
It's not hard for me to stay if I'm trying to eat right and diet or whatever. It's not hard for me to keep it together on Valentine's.
oh man,
Where I lose it is Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's where I'm not going to eat.
Easter,
Just
I
not.
kind of do because my mom always does these Easter eggs up for us kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even 45 years old, and it's full of chocolate and candy. But I normally make that chocolate and that candy last like months.
Yeah. One thing that we neglected, I was so excited when we first started the podcast and just so much information. We didn't talk about our Christmas party. Man. I mean, we mentioned it.
Well, we mentioned how yesterday didn't exist.
Because of the Christmas party. But it was fun. And man, there was a lot of presents.
Yes.
Everybody put the presents under the tree, and it took up an eighth of the room.
Yeah.
I was like, man, somebody was good this year.
There was a lot of people good this year.
I don't even want to
apparently.
start naming off all the presents I got because I know I'll forget some. But I still got to go through all my stuff. I got a lot of stuff.
I was going through
Awesome
mine
stuff.
earlier, and I was just playing and figuring all the new stuff out. And of course, I had to put together my tactical shovel and axe and play with it a little bit.
We were getting ready to do, I think, a podcast, and that commercial came on for that shovel, that survival thing. It's
Yeah.
like, how many tools in one? You're like, man, I want to get me one of those. I was like, really? What would you do with that? And you were like, I'm going to add it to all my other
All my other survival gear.
gear. I was like, you know what? That is a good thing to
And
do.
you know what's weird? I
I got
still
you
didn't
one.
go get one.
I got you one and Austin one. And he was excited about it too.
Well, I mean, it's just awesome. If you do any kind of camping or outdoor activity,
And you're like me, you probably have more stuff to do that with than we'll probably actually do it.
probably.
I mean, we camp 2 times a year if we're lucky, and we want to do it 100 times a year.
Yeah, but now, since I'm on day shift, I've made it a goal to spend more time out at the pond, especially cleaning up and making sure stuff stays tidy, just in case somebody's like, hey, you want to camp out? And I'm like, shit, I'm already ahead of you. Come on.
I know you're not a cold person, but because of all these videos I've been watching, I really want to go hot tent camping, and I really, really want to camp in the snow. Like the next time we think it's going to snow, the weather forecast is calling for it, I say we like, because it's hard to predict around here. You never know what's going to happen.
February is when we'll get
I want to go
awesome
camping in the
snow.
snow. I just do. I don't know why. I just think it'd be cool.
The only problem is, I'm afraid if we go hot tent camping, you're going to constantly say, dude, it's too hot in here.
I don't think
And
so.
I'm still going to be bundled up in the corner.
Because it's gonna be freezing outside, and I'm gonna have to go outside to like use the bathroom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna want to come in and warm up.
But we get a couple beers in us inside.
We'll
that
put the
hot
heater.
tent,
Let's just
and
put the heater by you.
that works for me.
But think about the advantages of camping in the cold. No snakes, no bugs, mosquitoes, no poison sumac, which I contracted, and it's finally got to the point where you can't tell I ever had it.
Dude, you're the only person that's ever got poison sumac poisoning at the house.
I didn't know. I'd heard of it, but I didn't know it was even around here till I got it.
Looks like marijuana plant. That's what it looks like.
It wrecked my wrist. And you know, I know why it didn't get on my hands, because I was constantly using like hand sanitizer
Yeah.
and stuff. And who washes their wrist, you know? But yeah, I mean, at times you could still tell where it was.
They say that stuff lasts forever.
It did. It lasted months. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of.
But we've
yeah,
been-
it's going to be cold, but there's advantages too. You know,
We've been really, really lucky in all of our outings with fishing and camping. And I don't think when me and you have been camping, we have run across a snake. Yeah, knock on
at the
wood,
pond,
'cause-
no, not that I'm aware of, or not that I remember. Some gnarly. What are those snapper turtles called? Alligator.
snappers.
Oh, those things are gnarly. But if you just leave them alone, you know, you're okay. But we don't.
Well, that's because
Let's see if he can break this stick.
well, that and it's because it gets on our hook, and
Yeah.
instead of
We have
me
to deal with
taking
it.
care of it like I want to, you relocate to make it somebody else's problem.
That was this last time. I took about 3 of them. I was going to town anyway.
Yeah.
And I turned them loose in a creek about 5 miles from your house. But
yes, back to the Christmas
party, yeah, we're chasing
Man.
Babbitts.
Everybody showed up.
Everybody had a great time.
Everybody was here early compared to, what they have been in the past.
A lot of I got some good alcohol. I
Oh,
gave
wow.
and received a lot of good. I was telling Alicia, because everybody's broke right after Christmas
Yeah.
because you blow all your money on Christmas presents. And I'm like, well, we ain't got no money, but we got plenty of alcohol to drink while we're broke.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll forget about it.
Yeah, this is the first year I didn't get anybody alcohol. Mainly because
I didn't get any. Surprisingly, I didn't get any scotch, but I got some really good high end bourbon.
But I found other vessels to drink alcohol out of that I thought was going to be super awesome. And
Dude, I don't know where you got those knives that you got for me, but those things. Did you feel how sharp they are?
I did-
Sharper than an X-Acto knife.
I didn't open. If you notice, y'all had to pull the plastic.
Yeah.
I didn't open them.
Like, I could literally lay the blade on my arm and go up, and there would be no hair.
I don't doubt it. They're supposed to be damn good knives.
They
and
look
better
if
be.
they weren't, they look awesome enough to like display on your wall. They look like dragon glass.
Yeah.
And you got Barry a set?
I got Barry 2, Anthony 2, and you 2. And all 6 of them are different collections of knives.
One of mine looks like a cleaver, and the other one looks almost like a fillet knife.
It's a cleaver and a boning or fillet. I got Anthony.
Which technically you
and-
could fillet with either of them,
Yeah.
sharp as they are.
I got Anthony and Barry both a Japanese cleaver style, and yours is the Viking dragon style.
Of course it is.
So
Was that you that got me that dragon horn? That's got the, or was that Nikki?
no, I got y'all. Well, she got you the shots for your birthday. But I got you the 6-piece bone horn shot glass.
The one I was talking about putting on my hip at the show.
That's
How
a
epic was
6-piece. Yeah,
it? And it looks like a real horn.
it is.
I don't doubt it. It feels.
Well,
and looks
they're
like
supposed to be. I don't actually know what they're made.
and
out of,
there's this loop. You can like put it on your belt. Like, how cool would that be if I had that horn hanging off my hip at a show?
as long as you don't jump around and spill it all over the stage.
And I'll just be
pull
like,
it
hang
out.
on, y'all hang on a second. I'll pull out my giant horn and just take a drink out of it. Like, get your cameras ready. It's gonna be a Mark Klingon moment. Yeah, I got a lot of cool presents, man. Like, and I was really happy with the presents that I got to give people because, dude, that I love Christmas. I love
do
the
too.
holidays, but like the most stressful part to me is I literally have nightmares that like we're all open presents and I like forgot somebody.
That's my.
I literally have nightmares about that. That's the biggest, and you can ask Alicia. I was stressing her out. I was like, I don't think that's enough. We still got to get this person, that, and that.
See, I made a list on my phone.
Oh, I had 2 lists. Well, it wound up being 3 because me and Alicia sat down and wrote.
I did my
some stuff.
family list, and I did the over here list, and I kept going back and getting more stuff. So I'm like,
I keep feeling like, oh God, that's not enough.
or oh no, that goes to somebody else. Then when I finally had everything laid out on the table and I was wrapping everything, Daddy was helping me, and he's like, all right, who's this go to? And I was like, well, all right, well, put it with this stuff. And that's why because I overbuy stuff when I
I
buy
have
Christmas
floater
presents.
presents
Yeah,
right now that were not opened because they were just there.
just in case.
They used to be Buffalo Wild Wings cards. You remember? We used to give those out like crazy.
You and Barry, I could always depend on Buffalo Wild Wings card.
You probably still got a bunch.
I do.
Because you were working night shift when we were going to Buffalo Wild
I
Wings all the
do.
time.
But then Barry started getting me the Outback Steakhouse ones because I was always going to Outback Steakhouse. So
Are we going to bring the sun up with this podcast?
might as well. We ain't got but about an hour to go. And
We'll start
you ain't-
seeing.
You ain't been up just a couple of hours.
Yeah, because we'll probably take another break. So yeah, we'll let's bring the sun up on this one. I don't think we've
do
ever
it.
done that.
And when
A
the
real
sun
pop
starts
culture
coming
first.
up, we can do a little rooster in the background.
Yeah. Before we go forward to 2023, let's take a look back at 2022. I found another article. If I can pull it up here. Where you at? See, I told you that heater would kick on. Ranked the 10 best movies of 2022 from the Tom Cruise's Top Gun Maverick to the Whale and RRR. Where the other
Have
one?
you watched either 3 of them?
Nope.
I still haven't watched them either.
Well, I kept telling Alicia I wanted to watch the Top Gun movie, and she was kind of like, meh. And I'm like, really? Turns out she thought it was a reboot. I'm like, no, it's not a reboot. It's got Tom Cruise in it. It's continuing that story.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay, well then let's watch it. But we haven't yet. So
I hadn't watched it
But
yet.
I've got her interested in it now, at least.
Mama watched it, said she cried. It was so good.
Number 10 is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Dude, is that lady's fingers really that big?
I have no idea.
God, that is like a horror movie.
It could be. It says
She has hot dog fingers. I haven't seen it.
The Inspection. Haven't seen it either. It's just going to be one of those lists where Top Gun Maverick was 8. The Fallout. I haven't seen it either.
That's Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, it is. The Batman.
We've
Okay,
seen
there
it.
we go. Of course. Many times. Wakanda Forever.
I still
have not,
haven't seen
Still
it.
haven't seen it yet. It's
I
on,
do.
It's on my list.
Yeah, I'm really wanting to watch it. Haven't seen it, but I've read a lot about it.
What have you heard about it?
That is not Disney's Pinocchio.
Oh, so it's a whole different take on Pinocchio.
Well, it's Guillermo del Toro. So, I mean, he's like horror movie, macabre.
Master of the Fairy Tale, Twisted Bliss. Well, I'm kind of interested in it now. If it's weird, The Banshees of
Inisherin.
Haven't seen it.
It's probably an Irish movie.
The Whale. I've heard a lot about that. I've heard it's like really sad.
Oh man, but they said just put him back in the
Yeah, they say he'll probably win some stuff for
yeah.
that.
And I really want to watch it.
Really want to watch that. Number 1 is RRR. Is it about pirates?
No, I think it's a Bollywood movie.
Wow.
It's a 3-hour.
I probably shouldn't have pulled this list. I probably should have looked this list over before I pulled it up because I haven't seen a majority of these movies, and a couple of them I haven't even heard of.
Yeah, you probably just need to find the different top 10.
We should have made our top 10. We did that last
Well,
year.
we'll do that for the one we do after New Year's. Because, you know, we always do a list.
We're good at looking back, and we're good at doing lists. This announcement is for you. I'll go to Bloody Disgusting a lot
I
because
do too.
there is a fan documentary about A Nightmare on Elm Street that's coming out in February 2023
Fred Heads.
called Fred Heads. That's all I know. Is it's a documentary about
It's coming out on Valentine's.
Perfect. That's only a month away or so.
Well, 2 months. Month and a half.
I saw that and
guess.
I immediately thought about you. I was like, hey.
We'll definitely have to put that on the books to watch.
Let me go to... Let's do Marvel first. Here's all the Marvel movies and when that are coming out in 2023.
I'm excited about this new Spider-Verse.
Up first, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, February 17th.
That's going to be good. Because it introduces Kang, I think.
Yeah, King the Conqueror. Next up, May 5th, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and this will be the last time we see Dave Bautista as Drax.
And possible the last time we see him. Chris
Pratt is
Chris Pratt.
Star-Lord? Mm-hmm. Really? I hadn't heard that.
That's the rumor.
While we're here, not to jump ahead, but it's connected. Did you watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special?
I did.
You liked it?
I loved it. It was
thought it was-
hilarious.
Cute is a word that comes to mind that I don't like to use.
Well, I thought it was hilarious.
adorable.
Because
And fun. It was fun.
Dave Bautista and
Her.
yeah, but I can't think of his name on there. Anyway, they thought the movies was real life, and they thought Kevin Bacon was this almighty.
Because Star-Lord talked about him so
Yeah.
much. We don't need to spoil anything, but why was Groot so jacked?
You know,
you notice that?
There's an article in
Like,
it.
he was literally like bodybuilder jacked.
There's a article about why Groot was so muscled up in this, and I think it's just because he's hit that age.
He was bigger than Batista.
Oh yeah, and I think it's just because he's at that age. He's a little bit above puberty now, and he's
His testosterone's out of control.
and he's a plant person.
He's a tree. I thought it was cute. I mean, Alicia
Drax is who I was trying to think of.
kind of made fun of me a little bit. And I'm glad it wasn't any longer than it was. And I
was
like
the
how they
perfect length.
didn't use this to push any storylines for the Marvel stuff at all. It was just like a one-shot Christmas special, which is what it needed to be.
And I thought it was great.
This is what I would recommend if you haven't seen it. Watch it with the kids. You know, it's like a good family movie. What we got next? Next we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, June 2nd, 2023.
I'm
Is
really
that
excited.
Spider-Gwen?
That's Spider-Gwen, yeah.
Was she in Into the Spider-Verse?
She was in the first one, yeah.
I thought so. I love that movie. I watched it multiple times, but it's been a while now.
Yeah, I'm really excited because Spider-Man 2029 is going to be a lot more in this one.
I have a Spider-Man 2099, the comic book.
Dude, I think this is going to be great right here.
What's next? The Marvels, July 28th. Don't know much about that, but it'll be our second time to see.
Yeah, I see Brie Larson again. I mean, she does a really good job.
I don't even know the storyline behind this,
I
like
don't
from
either.
from the comics, so I don't really have a lot to say about that. Other than I loved her standalone movie. Craven the Hunter, October the 6th, 2023. I'm going to have to read this because, again, this is another one I know nothing about. This will be the final upcoming Marvel movie of 2023. Craven is the third Spider-Man villain to get a movie, so he's a Spider-Man villain. He's a big game hunter.
Sergey.
The story is largely a mystery. It's still early on in development. They're just now developing it, and it's coming out next year. They need to give some pointers to DC on how to release movies fast. That gets into the TV shows after that. I really just wanted to touch on the movies, honestly.
On some of the Marvel, yeah, and there's a few more that's coming out that aren't. They're like one-offs, from what I understand. So
I feel like we've already talked about this, but I guess we have in a way. But this is the actual release dates for all the DC movies in 2023. First up, we got
Shazam.
March 17th. The Flash, we already talked about. That's June 16th. Wow. Man, that movie has been in production a long damn time.
Well, they had to stop for so long because of his shenanigans.
And, yeah, we're still experiencing
Some kickback.
from COVID delays, too.
Yep.
Blue Beetle, August 18th. So you'll have a June and then 2 months later. And I'm surprised this one is so far because they've been working on this one for a while. The Lost Kingdom, Aquaman. That's going to be...
I think they said late
Where's the date?
2023. Scroll down. Yeah,
December 20. That'll be the last movie from DC in 2023. It's almost a year away still. And it says production. Oh, wait, that was the last one. Yeah, Aquaman earned $1.1 billion at the box office. That's a reason to keep this going, if nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Then that starts getting into TV shows, but seems like a light schedule for both franchises, honestly.
3 movies, 4 movies.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're putting a lot more into the TV shows at this point because they're cheaper and they're just kind of easier to turn out episodes.
I can delete that from my notes.
Yeah.
Before we get into stuff we've watched recently since the last episode, why don't we take another quick break? We're doing really good with breaks right now.
Well, we've only recorded for 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
We were
About
at 30
20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good little segment.
But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to stop
It's not going to be
real
a
quick.
break for the listeners. We're going to come right back.
Yeah.
Even if it's a month from now.
So we just need to start back up. And
Dude,
say
I'm going to tell you,
Happy
those
New
2
Year's.
beers kind of gave me a buzz.
I think it just reactivated all the alcohol.
Reawakened the Kraken. Oh, and I was sipping on this. I took a little shot glass full of this vodka that Clint brought out last night. It's kind of interesting. I had to look at the name, but it's not made from potatoes.
It's made from grapes.
It's made from grapes, which technically you can make vodka out of anything, I think.
Yeah.
Unless it's corn, and then it's somehow moonshine. But anyway, and it's supposed to be habanero flavor, but I got to be honest. Of course, you don't really get grapes because you don't really get potatoes when you drink vodka. But I don't really get the habanero.
He said it was like on the low end, on the back end.
I get the smell. I get the habanero, kind of a waft
But you know as much as anybody, when you make those ghost pepper beers, the first couple drinks out of it's when you get your taste,
And then the heat goes away, but I don't even
and
get any
then,
heat.
but you don't get any after that.
I don't get heat on the front end with this, like spicy heat. I'm not getting any spicy.
He was telling me it was on the back half, but then again, your taste buds could still be dead.
No, I drank some last night, and I was like, it don't really taste like anything. It's got more of a good smell aroma than it
Yeah.
does a taste. Because when you drink it, you're like, this is just alcohol. I can taste alcohol.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't really care for
Like vodka.
anymore.
I mean, that's you don't really taste much with vodka. Vodka's usually about what you mix with it more than it is about
Yeah.
like who just sits around and drinks vodka. Russians.
Well, I know a lot of people, but yeah,
Well, you know a lot of Russians.
No,
You lived in Italy.
the long way from Russia.
Not as long as away as we are.
You probably got more Russians here than there are in Italy.
What was the mixing of like other than Italians? What was there?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Military,
Well, yeah, you're on a
because
military
there's a base. There's 3 bases, 4 or 5.
So you're gonna have a lot of different nationalities to get at a military base
Yeah.
anyway.
You had a lot of Africans, Moroccans. You had a lot of Greek, but the Greeks and Italians they're a lot similar. So I don't know. I just never really paid that much of attention. So
All right, let's take a break.
Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together. This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency here. We're gonna press on, and we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny Kaye. And when Santa squeezes his fat white ass down that chimney tonight, he's gonna find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. You're goofy. Don't piss me off, Art.
Clark, it's over.
Not according to Santa's watch, it isn't.
Now, come on, son.
Stay out of this, Dad.
Clark, I think it's best if everyone just goes home before things get worse.
Worse? How could they get any worse? Take a look around you, Ellen. We're at the threshold of hell.
We have an automatic paper towel dispenser that calls me a fat ass every time I walk into the bathroom.
dude, just bad. I can't never get that thing to work right. And unless I don't want it to work,
Yeah.
then it's like spitting them out like money out of an ATM.
ATMs don't spit much money out when I'm around them. I went to the airport one time and I walked past a row of urinals and they all flushed. And I was like, you know what? Kiss my ass.
You know, they do that at work.
All right, so
I got a question for you.
shoot.
When did Christmas movies change from, you know, we all got our one Christmas movie. Well, growing up, the Christmas movies where It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle on
34th Street.
34th Street and
What's the You'll Put Your Eye Out movie?
Christmas Carol
The Christmas Carol?
or A Christmas Story, one of them.
I think it's a Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of quotes from that movie, but couldn't
I've
say-
never
I don't-
watched
I don't
it.
know the name of it.
Yeah, I've never watched it. But when did they change from that to our generation of,
Rom-coms.
well, you got...
There's
like
a lot
I
of rom-com movies.
Yeah, but you got National Lampoons, you got Elf, you got Die Hard, you got Scrooged, you got...
Oh, you want to go there with Die Hard? I'm ready.
Well, I mean, it's technically a Christmas movie.
A lot of people say it's not, but
It's a Christmas action. It happened during Christmas.
well, here's the thing. A lot of people that are against it, saying it being a Christmas movie, are saying, well, it was Christmas time when it happened, but Christmas wasn't a part of the plot. And I'm like, the whole freaking reason John McClane was there is because he was coming home
Well, he was there to
for
see
Christmas.
his ex-wife for Christmas.
and the
yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
He was coming home for Christmas. That's a part of the plot. And even the bad guys mentioned
The only reason they picked it was because it was Christmas time.
yeah, and it would be a good time to do their thing.
Yeah.
And not to mention, if you look up the soundtrack of Die Hard,
It's all Christmas carols, pretty much.
it's Christmas songs. Yeah, most of the whole thing. They Run DMC even recorded a Christmas song for the movie.
Yeah, it's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens.
Yeah. And him and he made buddies with the cop. Mm-hmm. And they told Christmas stories. Like,
Yeah.
Christmas is a huge part of that movie.
It's pivotal for that movie.
People that say it's not a Christmas movie, I say, okay, do an edit of that movie where all mention and all references of Christmas are taken out, and see if the movie still makes
you
sense.
probably got like a 5-minute movie.
Well, even the epic scene, the yippee-ki-yay, where he grabs the gun taped to his back.
it's Christmas wrapping.
Merry
tape.
Christmas wrapping tape.
Yeah.
Christmas present tape.
Well, I didn't bring up Die Hard because I was wanting to debate that or debunk it or.
I wanted to debate it, and I'm glad you brought it up because I don't see, which I don't have a harsh stance on it. I just don't understand how people can say it's not a Christmas movie. It's very Christmas adjacent, if nothing else.
But my question was, when did the Christmas movies change from those old movies from the 40s and 50s to now? We're watching Christmas comedies or Christmas action instead of It's a Miracle and all that stuff.
I think it's the same question as when did like the music change from like the 70s and the 80s, and it usually has to do at least with that decade.
Yeah.
Like a lot of music and movies and styles and a lot of just pop culture in general changes every decade to a certain extent.
Oh, yeah,
You had the
definitely.
70s, 80s, 90s, 60s, everything, the 2000s. And I think the movies just kind of follow that suit.
Because you also got to think in the last 30 to 40 years, you started having Christmas horror movies.
Yeah. Well, Silent Night, Deadly Night tried to start it.
There was some
But-
actually
but-
before that were like extreme B-rate. But
Dude, Silent Night, Deadly Night was extreme B-rate.
yeah, but it's got to gather like a cult,
Yeah, now it's a
Following.
cult classic, yeah.
which I never really cared for that movie. I mean, it was okay.
It wasn't a movie that was supposed to be enjoyed, I don't think, on that level.
I don't think so.
It's one of those it's so bad it's good kind of things.
Yeah.
And the name alone gets your attention.
Oh, definitely. But then you had like Black Santa. And-
I've heard that those Krampus movies are really good.
Krampus is really good. That movie's good.
Oh, and not to jump ahead, but since we mentioned Krampus, let's talk about our Christmas D&D thing we did real quick. But before we go on from that, Christmas movies have changed a lot.
But you know that
But they all have, like, at the end of the movie, they have, like, a moral lesson. Like, what was the name of that movie where they were going to skip Christmas and go on a cruise? And then they found out the daughter was coming home. Dan Aykroyd was in it.
I
had
don't remember.
Tim Allen and
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
I do not remember.
I mean, maybe you didn't see it. But there's always like the one theme they've kept throughout all the Christmas movies, I think, is like there's a holiday themed lesson to learn about the spirit of Christmas and keeping it alive, and they have kind of kept that because they even had this one
It's
guy
more or less a traditional
in the
thing.
show that turned out to be basically like a Santa Claus like angel figure thing. Like he wasn't really real. Or was he? Yeah, there's a bunch of movies.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
The Vince Vaughn movie, it's called like Four Christmases or something. Like, and they have a lot of them that are a lot like rom-coms. They're romantic enough for the ladies to get into
Yeah.
it, but funny enough for the guys
For the
to dig
guys
it
to
too.
sit and watch, yeah.
It's not like a Hallmark movie where you're like, oh my God.
I've got stuck watching plenty of them this year.
One of the first things Alicia told me when we first started talking and stuff, she was like, hey, by the way, you'll never have to watch a Hallmark movie with me. And I was like, sold. She's like, I'm not into Hallmark movies at all.
No, Grandma always convinced me into sitting watching Hallmark with her. Thanksgiving, Christmas, which I don't know why they don't do Halloween Hallmark movies, but I'm glad they don't. Because she would have had me sitting and watching them too. Christmas with the Cranks. Yes,
I
I've
almost
seen that.
said that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I actually liked it.
Dude, that was a long time ago.
Fred Claus. Hey, Vince Vaughn. He's been in a few of those. And then like you mentioned the comedies. You know, you had like Bad Santa 2, and
Badder Santa, and yeah.
one movie I haven't seen is that we talked about it last podcast. That Violent Night with David Arbor.
I don't think it's come out yet.
Really, I thought it was coming out Christmas.
If it did, it just come out. Because I was trying to find it.
It says 2022 film. If it ain't out yet, it better hurry. No, it's in theaters right now.
Okay, well, that's the reason. I thought it was going straight to a stream. Oh, it's got John Leguizamo in it. Nice.
I'm afraid those days might be over with, you know?
What days?
Straight to streaming, like big movies.
Oh, possible.
So anyway,
It's got a lot of big actors in it.
oh yeah, it was a big budget movie. So Clint did this cool little one shot for us, where and it was really weird. Which anytime you need to do something
Kind
weird,
of started out weird.
if you need to do something weird, it's definitely a good time to bring in the Feywild.
yeah.
And anybody that's ever played D&D and you've been or you're aware of the Feywild, it is just a very, very strange plane of existence. Liken it unto maybe an Alice in Wonderland kind of, but even weirder.
Easily Alice in Wonderland.
Very
is.
trippy. Everything's weird.
If you were on LSD, you would probably come close to the Feywild.
We had to go through a carnival to get to the Feywild the first time we went, and we winded up naked, literally, on the other side. All of our items, except for the magical ones,
Except
were
for
gone,
magical
which I had
items.
none. So all my shit was gone.
I was lucky my armor was magic.
I was naked. So we had to go, find and acquire and fashion new.
But this has nothing to do with our one shot.
It did
Well,
because
it tied in,
the rabbit
but-
was there. The rabbit man. What was his name? You're better
Long
remember.
scarf.
Long Scarf. He and this guy, who was obviously Santa Claus,
He was a wizard.
summoned us to go help them fight a demon, which turned out to be obviously Krampus. But I like how they didn't use obvious, like it's obvious what it was,
the
but they didn't say
wizard
it.
was Nicholas. Nicholas
His
the
name was
wizard.
Nicholas, and he had a white beard.
Yes.
Like he was Santa Claus, but they never said it.
And we had to fight Jack Frost.
Yeah. But that wasn't his name.
That wasn't his name.
Well, no, he was
It
kind of our guide. Wasn't that Jack Frost was kind of the guide?
That was one of the boss before the big boss.
But no, the one that took us through the rooms and we had to solve the riddles, which you're really good at solving riddles in D&D. I think you solved all of them.
Not all of them. I saw
Noel
most
is
of
there.
them.
I got that one
I never got that one.
because there's no L
Yeah.
in the word.
How do you say Christmas with no
With
L?
L.
Yeah.
And Clint helped me though. He's like, "You just said it." I was like, "What do you mean I just said it?" So I went back through what I said. And I went, "Oh, Noel."
Yeah.
It was neat. It was fun. We had to solve a lot of riddles to get to the bad guy. And what had he stolen? That sack of
The
bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
But
That
it
had
was supposedly
Christmas presents and stuff in it.
yeah. But now we have a bag of holding.
Well, y'all all got Christmas gifts. And there wasn't any gifts left in there. So he's like, yeah, here's you a bag.
Dude, a bag of holding
And
is
I
a
was
great
like,
thing to have.
awesome. And then he goes, oh, yeah, and by the way, that's a bag of holding.
Yeah. You might have gotten the best one.
Which, I mean, dude.
A bag of holding is the greatest thing you can have until it gets
Yes.
stolen or lost.
Yes. But yeah, dude, that little one-off was awesome.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
And Clint's
And
creativity
it wasn't
in
cheesy,
man.
because you can. The Feywild is such a good place to do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Because anything goes there.
But Clint's creativity and coming in with some of these encounters and stories,
Well, and two,
Dude,
by the way, drink.
they could, if they was to pick him up and just have him start running stories and stuff, man, half the stuff we're doing in this campaign is stuff that he's just writing up on his own.
Yeah, he adds his own stuff to these modules. But I'm glad we had been to the Feywild prior to this because there's certain things we knew about it.
Yeah, but
such
we
as-
didn't have to go by the rules of the Feywild for this particular
Well, you
one.
did. You did as far as like they don't use money; they use trinkets.
Oh, yeah.
So like to get something we needed, we have to give something.
You have to give something up. Yeah.
And you have to bear in mind when you're in the Feywild
Anything negative has an
an impact on the environment
impact
around
on the
you.
environment. And
Like if you
good.
do something like really shitty, it could cause a bad storm to come or something.
It's almost like a karma effect.
karma, yeah. If you do good for people, like if you save a village, all of a sudden the sun comes out and it's
That
like nice
you get
weather.
rewarded somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't understand why y'all hated the Feywild so much.
It was just
I enjoyed it.
I was just ready to. I liked it, but I was ready to get out of there. I was ready to get my stuff back. I had some cool stuff. I wanted my shit,
Yeah.
and I was really worried because our stuff was being guarded by a beholder.
No.
Or no, not a beholder,
Displacer
a
beast.
displacer. That's even worse. So anyway, that was another fun Christmas-related thing we did. What have you been watching lately since the last podcast? Have you finished Rick and Morty season 6?
Yes, I finished Rick and Morty.
What'd you think?
I liked
No
it.
spoilers.
I really liked it.
I did too.
I liked the way it jumped around a lot, and well, it's kind of hard to talk about no spoilers, but
I know, and
you really see Morty come into his own.
yeah.
But I'm kind of
You always worry when a season goes past like 3 or 4. You're like, okay, what are that? How many times can we go back to that well and still get some more good water? But I mean, so far so good. Season 6 was great.
Dan's still coming on strong.
The ratings are way down. I didn't go looking for that kind of information because I don't really care. But I was looking to see the list of episodes to know where I was at, and it showed on there like since season 2 the ratings have dropped a lot. But still,
You know,
it's probably
some
the
of
number
that-
one show on that network.
But some of that's the obscurity of it again. It keeps changing streaming networks.
No, it's always an Adult Swim show. Cartoon Network.
I've watched it on Hulu.
Oh yeah, they poured it out to different streaming services, but like it's primarily the new releases come out on Comedy Central.
And-
Cartoon Network.
And Cartoon Network, as much as I love it, I watch it on satellite. But I'm not paying
You
for
still
it.
have satellite?
Yeah. We got Dish for Grandma. But one of the perks is I've got my own box. Which isn't even hooked up because, like I said, everything's on Hulu right now. So,
Man, I got rid of satellite 4 or 5 years ago.
but that's all Grandma watches.
Yeah, it is. It is easier. Here's one thing I will say I do miss about. What did I have? I don't even remember now. I had DirecTV. Yeah, I think you're right. I had Dish Network at one time. I think we've all had both, but I like and streaming services do try to do this. They try to replicate it, but just the whole concept of flipping channels to see what's on. Like you don't know what you want to watch, so you'd hit that guide button, and you would see everything that's on right now, and you might see something that you're like, oh man, I ain't seen that show or that movie in forever, and you click on it. It helps you if you don't know what you want to watch. Streaming services are more geared towards, okay, let's go watch another episode of Yellowstone. We know exactly what streaming service to use and exactly what we want to watch, But if you don't know what you want to watch, the dishes and the cables were better for accommodating that.
They were to a point, but even when I go to a streaming service now, and I'm still subscribed to 5 or 6 of them.
YouTube TV's got a good kind of guide like
But
that. Where you
YouTube
can,
TV's expensive.
it's like $50 a month, I think.
Yeah. But even when I go to one of the streaming services, I don't go like, all right, I'm going to go watch this. So I'll click on all of them trying to find something to watch. And half the time, I end up watching something I've already watched like a dozen times.
I guess it's the old school in me that just likes to channel surf to see
Yeah.
what's on. Let's just flip the channels
I still do that.
and see what's on. And that's not as easy to do in a streaming world as it was with cable.
Well, in a streaming world, you have way too many options. And if it's something that you like, you're like, oh, yeah, I like that. But if you still got other options, you'll keep scrolling through your streaming network on satellite, and where you're channel surfing, you'll pull up that movie you're watching and then continue to scroll, but then you'll get to a good part, keep it on there, and finish out watching the movie.
Yeah, and then if you don't find something on that you want to watch, you can always go to your DVR and be like, I know there's got to be something there, because if I recorded it, that means I liked it.
Yeah.
And you forget. Like, that's the fun part. Like, oh, shit, I haven't seen season
Man.
7 of whatever, and I recorded it.
I've got all of Heels on the DVR, which was a fantastic show.
And again, some of the streaming services try to replicate that, but it's just not quite the same to me interfacially. Did I just make up a word for our dictionary?
I think you did.
Interfacially, it's different. The
Yeah.
interface of the whole enterprise is just doesn't seem the same to me.
And this is what I
That's
hate.
one thing I do miss.
All the streaming services think they've got this perfect algorithm for suggesting movies to you.
Yeah.
And it
Because
don't-
you liked this. I'm like, I did like that, but I don't like that.
Exactly. But then one person
It's not the
watches
same.
something on your...
Because you liked Doctor Who, you'll love The Bachelor. What? No, I
You're like,
wouldn't.
no, nothing, no.
Where did you come up with that idea?
But yeah, their algorithm is complete. It keeps me messed up. Now, I have gone back and watched some of the stuff that they have suggested and been like, oh, damn, I actually did like that. Wow.
I haven't had that happen very often.
It's not often.
I tell you
but-
who's good at that, and of course none of these people are giving us any money, but I got to give credit where credit's due. Spotify.
Yes.
It's like, because you like this band, we think you might like
Check
this.
out this band. Yeah.
I have discovered so many like awesome bands and awesome songs and stuff through Spotify by their recommendations.
Well, I have by YouTube. And
I
don't-
guess it's easier because you're usually like, yeah, I didn't like that, and skip it and go to the next song. But you know,
But I don't even use YouTube to listen to music much anymore, unless we're out here.
I
watch
have protested
so many different
using
channels.
YouTube because they're good at building an algorithm and knowing what you like. They even make like lists of songs, but you have to go back over to the computer between every song. You have to skip advertisements. I'm like, why don't we just pull up Spotify? But they like having something on the screen
Yeah.
to watch. They don't want to just listen to the song.
What's
they want like a
cool,
video or something.
Spotify on your phone, most of them have a little video going.
Yeah, I've noticed that even on the computer, like sometimes you can see a video, but
Sometimes it's the lyrics that pop up in really cool animations.
another thing I like about it, if you got Spotify open on your computer and you open it on the app, you can control
Yeah.
the computer with your phone.
I wish
it's
you
like
could
a
do
remote
that
control.
with YouTube. Have it
Yeah.
pulled up on your phone, and also
Then
have
you
it
can
pulled up on your
skip all these
computer.
freaking advertisements.
Yeah.
And look, I get it. You need ads, otherwise there'd be no point. But YouTube has gotten ridiculous with ads.
It's because it's like the number one watched thing.
And it's like they
period.
know if you've got YouTube playing in the background, it figures it out. Because they'll slip in like a 20-minute infomercial on you. If you're just letting the commercials go, you're like over here at the bar playing cards.
I can't-
And you got music playing. You're like, what the hell? They've been talking about this new bathtub for 20 minutes.
I can't tell you how many times I've fallen asleep watching a video and wake up and it's 25 minutes into a commercial
Yeah.
on a 8-minute
infomercial.
segment.
It's
8-minute
somehow figured
segment.
out you weren't sitting there at the computer skipping ads.
But I mean,
And it's
what's,
like, hey,
what's bad?
He
Yeah.
fell asleep, slip him a big one.
They're not paying attention. Let's put this in. Yeah, that is my only thing I don't really like about YouTube. I mean, their algorithm is spot on. Sometimes a little too spot on.
What were we talking about before we got into that rabbit?
The difference in
Oh, the things we've been watching. We've already talked about Black Adam, but is there anything you want to say about that? What did you think?
I thought it was great because I knew nothing about Black Adam going in.
Me neither.
Other than what
It was
little bit
tied to
they talked
Shazam.
about. Yeah, for sure.
And I liked how they kept them separate, but still had it in the same universe.
Oh, definitely. And what, come to think about it, I mean, Black Adam, all of their magic word is all the same.
Yeah.
But Shazam kept that as his name, which is kind of confusing of why when it comes, oh, my name is Shazam, he didn't like go back to regular form or.
My only critique, and this is weird because it's usually the opposite problem with DC movies, it could have been shorter. Like
Little bit.
they could have condensed it. There was a little bit of filler. Usually they put too much in a movie, and it's like they do 2 movies in one. This one could have like almost been like an hour and a half long. It seemed like there was some. The plot was good. The story was good. There were some good twists and turns, and a lot of really good action. But it almost could have been boiled down a little bit.
That, and I think they tried to introduce, what is it, Young Justice or whatever the name is?
Oh no, Justice Society.
Justice Society, and they should have done that in a regular movie, not in this movie. This movie should have just been strictly about, and I think that might have been some of what made the movie too long. It was trying to tell 2 stories at once.
DC's notorious for not keeping it simple, but this one was, I don't know. Like I said, it's weird because I'm used to them trying to cram too much into a movie, and it result being too long and too complicated. This one almost felt like they could have boiled it down a little.
Yeah.
Like it just seemed like there was some filler in there.
Which that's going to be in every movie, but I think they done that because, like I said, it was 2 movies in one.
The Rock was great
Oh, yes.
as Black Adam. Like I said, there's a lot. I mean, I don't. Even my critique was not that bad. I'd watch it again.
I've already watched it twice, so yeah, it was really good.
And I don't know about why they think, what was it, $230 million is not a lot of money, or is it $320 million?
300 and
I'm like, dude, that's
Well, like
not
I
a
said,
failure.
That's what they expected. We still don't know exactly.
I guess maybe
what-
again that's me being old, but like I think if a movie made $1 million, it's like, okay, let's do another one.
depends on how much they put in it.
Well, no, that was profit.
No.
It profited $320 million.
It was expected to make that.
It probably
Off
did.
of what it took 290 to make, and another 100 of that was advertising. So
Deadline reports the movie has grossed around
Around
$390 million. That's a lot of million.
yeah,
I would think $100 million would be worth making another one.
I mean, but it's not.
I mean, God knows what they
1.1
had to pay The Rock.
It's not 1.1 billion, but
Still. I mean, are we living in a world where you need to make $1 billion for it to be successful?
I guess it
Jesus.
depends on how much you got to pay the people in it.
And all they talk about is the box office and the opening weekend. And I'm like, the movie lives on way past that.
Yeah.
It's going to keep making you money for 5 more years.
But that box office and opening night.
That's
to
all it seems like
them-
that's all they care about.
Well, I mean, that's just your very upfront money right there.
I mean, it's not like when it goes out to streaming services, they're going to do it for free.
I'll kind of wonder how movies get paid for us streaming them. That's what I wonder.
It's like a licensing thing. But yeah, they pay them to have them on there.
Yeah, but I wonder if every time it gets watched.
If you want Black Adam on
they're-
Netflix paid to have it on there. That's why they don't stay.
Yeah.
Because their licensing runs out or whatever. I started Yellowstone. I'm already in season 3.
Well, I started watching season 2 when y'all was watching it last weekend.
Have you gone back and started it?
No.
It's a good show.
I haven't had time. I haven't watched
It's been on my
any-
list for a long, long time, and I am not disappointed. But it's kind of funny. I was I had Alicia rolling the other night because I was kind of, even though I like Yellowstone, I was making fun. I make fun of everything. I was like, because Yellowstone is so notorious. Everybody in the show does this. They'll say something epic or like, real insightful, and then they'll walk off. say something epic and walk away is like the big thing in that show. And I was messing with. I was like, hey, say the sun's coming up. And she goes, okay, it looks like the sun's coming up. And I took off my hat and looked at her real dramatic. I was like, yeah, it looks like it is. And then I walked off. I did like some acting. I did that. Yeah, I did that like 5 times. I had like a whole SNL skit.
That's hilarious.
Making fun of Yellowstone. That I'm willing to sell to SNL if they're ready to give me a bag of money.
The couple episodes that I watched with y'all was really good.
It is. And Sean's from Nebraska, and he's like, dude, it's kind of really like that out there in a way. Like the horses and the cows is like it's like a whole drama.
Because there's nothing else in Nebraska.
Well,
like Wyoming.
In the show, they're in Montana.
Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska. Everybody's real cowboys out there.
Yeah. It's not Kid Rock cowboy.
No.
It's like
it ain't your Mississippi bull rider circuit. It's real, true life.
Oh, they touch on that too. They got the rodeo aspect in there. It's a good show though. Tara and Alex were like, we weren't gonna watch Yellowstone. We thought it was an old people show. I was like, what do you mean what is an old people show? She's like, I don't know, just like
it's kind of like a Western.
But they're hooked on it. They're ahead of us, I think.
Yeah, they were watching it earlier.
And I'm on season 3. And Alicia's already watched the prequel. What else have you watched?
Well, I watched Wednesday, but I think I touched on that on the last episode.
Yeah, we did. We both watched it.
But I can't wait for season 2 of that to come out.
Matter of fact, and again, we did say this, but it's the #1 Netflix show.
No, it's been beat out now.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Glass Onion.
What's a Glass Onion?
Knives Out story. It's that new show that I was telling you about earlier that I was wanting to watch. Because I was on Netflix earlier trying to find something to watch. No, it was yesterday when I was looking for National Lampoons. And that Christmas Vacation wasn't on there, so I had to watch Vegas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation VOD.
It's on Prime.
We got to be careful talking about Prime.
Yeah, because sometimes it's available to rent, and it's not free to.
Sometimes you gotta. It says it's on Prime, but you go there and then it's like you gotta rent it.
Yeah.
Just because it's there, don't mean you get it with the Prime thing. But I think,
and it's saying it's on HBO Max, but
JustWatch.com. I think that's an illegal site, though, or is it?
I have no idea. Maybe y'all had HBO Max pulled up inside
on stuff like that. I've got a Fire Stick TV. And in my bedroom, I have a Fire Stick plugged into the TV, and I just hit that. Like, if I'm looking for a particular movie, I'll just click the button and go, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
And it'll show me all the watch options. And it categorizes it for free subscriptions that you have, and then the third row is, like, stuff you'd have to pay for.
Well, I just went to Netflix out here last night.
No, it's not on Netflix.
And, but that's when I noticed that Glass Onion was the #1. I was like, well, crap, I need to check that out. Yeah, it's to rent.
Yep, it's on Prime, but you have to rent it.
Yeah. But
A Christmas Story. You were right. That's that show from 1983 where they got the whole tongue stuck to the pole. Isn't that where that originated?
Yeah. Now, there's the new Christmas Vacation, too.
What?
It came out in 2003, and I never even knew it.
I didn't know that existed till this very second. Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure.
Yeah.
So it's just about him.
I guess.
It doesn't have a terrible rating, but it's Not that great. There's Christmas with the Cranks.
Yeah, I remember watching that, but yeah, that was a long time ago.
Well, I've reached the end of my notes.
I had mine pulled up, but I don't think there was anything new on it. Well, see, this is a bad thing. I don't remember if this was last time's notes or this time's notes. But did we talk about Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be in season 4 of The Boys?
I knew that, but I don't know if we talked about it. I think we did.
And I know we talked about Kevin Conroy last episode, but his last appearance is going to be on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
His last voice of Batman?
Yep.
When's that come out, do you know?
I don't know. But I've got 3 different things on here of podcast notes, and I know this one's old. So, yeah, I think really that's all I've got.
Come see us in Bessemer, Alabama at the Mill. That'll be New Year's Eve.
We want you to call or text 662-767-4487.
Let's do it like that. You do 662, then I'll do 767.
Okay, 662.
We'll have to do it next time.
Oh.
No, let's do it now.
662
767
4487.
That was natural. That wasn't rehearsed at all.
Not at all. Or email us at popculture4real.
That's the number 4.
gmail.com.
The number 4 real.
Let us know what your go-to Christmas movie is.
What do you watch every year at Christmas?
Does it change? Is it something that you just watch? Is it something you only watch at Christmas?
Is this something you just watch?
I mean, people's got movies, they'll swap them up.
Yeah.
I mean, you had 3 that you like to watch, so...
I hope you had a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy New Year. I hope you have lots of fun. Fireworks, family, friends, vacations.
Vacations.
Which means you went somewhere.
Or breaks.
Oh. Thank you for listening to episode 191 of Real Pop Culture. The bell's too far away. That's the bell Mark II.
That's the bell Mark III.
That's not the second bell?
That's the 3rd bell.
What happened to the first one?
We
We
lost
lost it, and then the second one broke, and now we
Yeah.
got. Yeah, you're right. It's Mark III. We've been broadcasting live from high atop the first and only floor of the Killjoy headquarters at the Killjoy Ranch. Love you, bye.
Love you, mean it.
Clark, what's wrong? Honey? It's bigger than you expected? Smaller? What is it?
It's a 1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Oh, God.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.
I'm sorry. Clark.
This isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got. God damn it!
Son,
It's good. It's good. It's good. Hey! If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there in Melody Lane with all the other rich people. And I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?